Welcome to MNA Power and Practice, the podcast for all things MNA. This podcast is a tool for education, information, and making your collective voice heard as members of the Minnesota Nurses Association. Our next episode is the first in our 5-episode mini-series on how an MNA Bill becomes law. We have with us today the chair of the Governmental Affairs Commission at MNA, John Welsh, who is here to tell us more about what is a bill and how it's created.
Hello, my name is John Welsh. I'm a registered nurse at Unity Hospital in Fridley. I've been an MNA member for 13 years. I serve as the chair of the MNA's Governmental Affairs Commission. Each year, MNA nurses head to the Minnesota State Capitol in St. Paul to advocate for bills that will help improve patient care and the nursing profession across Minnesota. So let's get started with the most basic question. What is a bill? A bill is a document based on an idea that someone has. For example, it can direct how much a school district can spend on students, or it can direct state government agencies to do things like increase spending on healthcare or change policy regarding how many patients a nurse can care for at one time. You may have heard of some of the MNA's bills in recent years, like the Keeping the Nurses at the Bedside Act or the Nurse and Patient Safety Act. So the question is, how is a bill created? There are 3 key elements a bill must have to be brought to the legislature. First, for your bill to be considered by the legislature, you must have a lead author, either one from the Senate and one from the House, and preferably both chambers for the best chance of your bill being passed. Secondly, a bill must be written in statutory language. The language must be written very carefully, as this bill has the potential to become law, and you want to make sure the language will do what you want the law to do. Oftentimes, MNA nurses and staff will work with our lead authors to create the initial draft of the bill. Then we send it off to an agency to have it written in statutory language. And finally, a bill must be introduced in the Senate and the House. This starts the process for the bill to work its way through the channels for final passage. That's the first step to how a bill becomes a law. Stay tuned for our next episode where we learn where our bill may be headed next.
Thanks for listening to MNA Power and Practice. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast through your favorite streaming service so you don't miss a single episode. Want to get in touch? Email power.practice@mnnurses.org for more information.